a lot of independent business owners that come out the gate and the only thing they do is online marketing, social media marketing, and what I'd like to propose to you or tell you is in my personal opinion, I don't think that's enough. You can't depend on your circle of friends or your friend's circle of friends. You must have a vast pool of people interested in your product to be supported properly, to make a living. I tell you that much. Your friends can't help you. Only the stranger can help you. Find the stranger. Make the stranger your friend. If you can't sell a stranger on what you got, I would argue that you don't believe in your product. Because if you believe in your product, you should be able to step to anybody on the street, anywhere, and tell them about your product and sell them in about half a minute. You know, I pass out all those flyers, all those tickets, and you think that I spend more than 30 seconds with each person? Impossible. You couldn't possibly believe that. My message is quick and crafted, and you got to craft your own message when you come out there, and people have to become accustomed to it and see you. It's not instantaneous gratification. It will not happen overnight, but you must do it over and over again in different areas, and you must map it out. So you might start out with a message, you know, comedy shows on 8th Street. Comedy shows 1123 8th Street Northeast every Tuesday night. Right? Hey, good morning, fellas. All right. You might start out with a message like that. Then you might realize that, you know, they need more pointed information or maybe a shorter message. What I generally use is I start out with the word free. And I made all my shows free before a certain time. Right? Because I noticed that most of the big companies give away free stuff. They're always giving away free stuff. Tons and tons of free stuff. They'll give you coupons where you can almost get there. I've seen people fill their garages with free stuff that companies give out just so that so they can get their stuff in front of you in your house so that you can look at it every day and resell yourself. So, that's what I want to tell you is you have to get out here in the streets. You have to beat this pavement. You have to get from behind that computer monitor, that phone, and you have to get out here and you have to actually meet people, craft your message. So I will walk up to an individual. I'll give you an example. Free comedy show, 1123 8th Street. Free pass to see Smokey from My Launch First Amendment. You know? And they're interested in that because they recognize the value versus what you're asking. Most people, you gotta know the history and the trend of your product too. You know? I would go out and stand out inside of major comedy shows. Look at the faces, look at the type of people that are coming. Completely different than your inner city workout nights. Completely different. A lot of these people have disposable income. They working class people. Most of the general public does not get to go see major live entertainment in a year's time. Neither do I. I mean, I have wanted to go to many summer jams and things of that nature, but how often did I really have personal time and money at the same time and budget and, you know, what? I mean, that's real, that's life. And most people don't. So when you come out to the general public, and I knew this, right? When you come out to the general public, you know that they ain't been to nowhere, and that to offer them a good date night is a service. See? So my people needed it. And you have to provide it. And if you ain't providing something people need, You know, I ain't telling you not to do it out here because people do it all the time. Money making is money making, but don't do that crap to your own people. You know, give your people something they can utilize, something they don't normally get, and you putting it there for them to have affordably. Now, a lot of times, you know, there are those who will hijack situations, and they will try to make it seem as though the expense is just much too great, you know, and they can't, you know, well, club owners, they can't possibly assist. But most of the club owners, they have marketing money. They have money to pay entertainers. It's supposed to be in their budget. You know, when they get their loans, when they get their businesses, yeah, that money is built into it a lot of times. So, you know, you come in there and you know, you got to negotiate. You got to barter. You know, let him know you got something that, you know, he needs. And then don't try to come in, if you do get a deal, don't try to come in on a hot night, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I mean, it might seem like, you know, that's a great time because, you know, most people are off on the weekends, supposedly. But you will find that if you're diligent about hunting out your people, there are people off every night of the week, right? You just got to find your people. And I would suggest that you find people on the off night. Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Yeah. Most of the marketing money that is out there, I don't care if it's street guys, I don't care if it's club guys, you know, all that money, all those promoters, you know, that's geared towards the weekend. So you got radio commercials blasting off, you got everything going on against competing with your little local dollar. I would suggest going against, going with the course of least resistance in this area. You don't have time to fight everybody. All right, but if you get on Tuesday or Wednesday night or Monday night, you ain't got that many people to fight. The NFL is not that hard to compete with. You know, it is about mixing up your promotion and making it appeal to a sports fan, so to speak. And that's just during the 16 weeks where, you know, Monday Night Football is king. And it really is king. I've rarely seen go-go bands be able to break it. But I think we broke it a couple of times at the Legend on Monday night. So, it can be done. And that's all I really had to say right now about getting out of the house and promoting. I don't think you can make the dream come true just buying bots or trying to hack or cut into somebody else. You still have to have the other points of business. You still have to have your stuff lined up in a way that's professional and that you know will work. You can't wing it all. Some things you can wing because God will guide you in the rest of the way if you just take the steps forward. But you know what? Guess what? I'll leave off with this note. Many of the breaks, the so-called breaks or the highlights of my career was just a matter of me taking one step, putting one foot in front of the other, constantly, every day, talking to people, and just going in the direction that I believe my dream was of working in the field. One day you get a call. Howard G calls you. Hey, I can't take a gig. Here, you're going to be playing Kenny Lattimore Father and Whatever Happened to Black Love. Go to Reed Temple. Talk to this guy, talk to that guy. Now, this is a guy that you previously hired and was feeding him. He's one of the only guys, Howard G, I always mention him. He's one of the only guys that feed me back, you know. And then, next thing you know, You do that, you're successful at it, and he throws you another bone. Here, come on, be in the commercials, and these are all things that add to your resume, your accolades that you can put on paper and move in the future with. Not things that you actually really worked for, but people blessed you with them because you were on your path. They saw your work and they saw fit to give you the opportunity. That happens out here quite a bit, more times than not, and that's how the industry is supposed to run. We're supposed to look out for each other and give each other work. When we give one person gives a person work, he gives it back. That's how it's supposed to work. Transfer of energy. I believe in that. So, faith without works is dead. That's what I said just now. Just merely sitting at home is not going to get it. Get out. Take a hand in your own destiny and put in some work. It doesn't have to be completely accurate. There are good people out there that God is in, that he will send to you and make available to you. Believe that. All right. That's it for this time.